Hi friends, the secrets behind why you need an MVP, a minimum viable product. Want to know more? That sounds interesting, right? All of you like it. All the startups, the people who plan or are dreaming of being an entrepreneur has an idea, has a vision for something that they feel that the customers need it and it's sellable like hotcakes and with a good profit margin, right? How do you go about it? All the founders and dreamers, let's take one thing that we could do to save us thousands of dollars and months of programming time. And the keyword behind it is MVP, a minimum viable product. That is very important. Now, if you're thinking that just a buggy beta or a half-baked idea will work out and you can put it in the market with the limited budgets that you have, no, that's wrong. Let's break it down. What an MVP is, number 2, why it matters to you, 3, how to build one, and the last one, how to validate and launch a startup faster so that you know the customers that you are thinking or have done some research on are the right profiles that you are looking for and they need the product that you are looking at. An MVP is a very basic version of the product that you are planning for a customer's core problem. Normally, every startup has an idea that they think is a customer's core problem that can be solved by using this. That's what is a startup, right? The more number of customers whom you can help by solving their problems, the more successful a product is. The more successful a startup is. That's how a startup becomes a unicorn, a billion-dollar company in 2-3 years. In today's world, where everything is fast, growth is fast, 10x, 20x, 30x is the growth every maybe 6 months, every year. To achieve that, you have a plan for something. Think, I'll give 1 or 2 ideas to ponder upon. You want to build a coffee shop, but you start what with? A coffee cart. What do you save? The investments on the shop, the infrastructure. By putting up the cart, you know you have a customer base who are interested in your proposition, who are interested in the product that you are giving them, who are interested or like to have the solution that you are giving to solve a particular pain area of that, to solve a particular problem that can be eased for them. Isn't this what it is? Now, you put up a coffee cart. If people love it, boom, you have validated your idea. If you are getting regular customers, your idea is validated. Now you just need to know or find out the customers based on the profile of the customers who love your idea or who are coming to you for a regular cup of coffee. And that's the power of an MVP. Now you understand the difference between a coffee cart and a coffee shop, the time that takes to get it set up, the money that you need to spend to get the setup, and you validated your idea with something small, and once that is validated, you are slowly moving over, getting into the funds, moving over into coffee shop full-fledged, and from this cart, one day you are shifting to the shop with your existing customer base. Now your idea is only how to grow the customer base. It's very simple. Find out the same persona of customers who are your customers and attract them, market to them, talk to them, get them to visit your store, give them offers, and your coffee shop is growing. It's not about launching some junk product, a half-working product, a buggy product, and then something like starting small by saving money by some buggy product and trying to validate it. No. Try something small, but a minimum viability should be there in that product and sell it out. This is what MVP. Now the question is, why do startups need MVP? It's a big question. The truth is, I will tell you, 90% of the startups fail because they build products no one wants. They are building something that they feel people need, but actually the customers don't need it. This is not a priority in their life. Now, for any product to be viable, any product to be successful, you need to have something that your customer likes, that the customer wants, and is a priority in his shopping list. The most important part, it should be the priority in his shopping list. He should have the money for that, and he needs it. Not dreams of it, not would like to have, but he needs it. So with an MVP, to test your idea at an early level, you save cost. I'm sure you understood how you save the cost with the example of the coffee shop I gave you. You learn faster, so you can change faster. You can adapt faster to customer requirements. If I give a small example of the coffee shop again, you find the people who come to you needs brown sugar and not the plain white sugar. You can change over that. That change can be faster because this is a small viable product. It's not that you set up the whole coffee shop, you got the whole inventory for the year for the sugar, white sugar. Now what do you do with that? It's difficult. You lose money in that. In an MVP, you don't lose much money in that. And it's easier to adapt and easier to change. Change is pretty fast. You build something that your audience really needs, as I mentioned earlier. It's not something you build in the dark, sitting in your office, cubicle, building up something, and then trying to get a feedback once everything is built. You start real feedback from customers from day one that you launch with an MVP. With a small product you launch, the feedbacks is what is important to you. The feedbacks is what helps you grow, what helps you change, add in additional things, maybe make the changes in things the way you do, the way you supply, the way you produce. To get that feedback, you need something going to the customer with a minimum viability, and they start liking it and they start giving you real-time feedbacks, real and honest feedbacks. Now, Dropbox, what did they do? They made a video of what they are proposing, and the idea blew up. That is when they started building the software. Take Airbnb. What did they do? They did not build a full-fledged software and start putting up in the market for the customers. They listed air mattresses in that they had in their living room. Just that. And today, where is Airbnb? What did Zappos do? They took photos of the shoes in the stores, put it out for the customers, and they shipped them manually by purchasing from the stores. They acted as an intermediary, and when the idea blew out, then they started building up the system for them, a full-fledged system. None of this started big. They all started lean and grew after validation of their idea. So the validation of an idea is the most important part of any startup, and that you need to take the risk, put in some money, get a basic minimum viable product, put it out in the market, get the customers, take feedback from the customers, make a list of that, filter it out to real-time feedbacks, and then start working on the next upgrade. Today, all of us are using WhatsApp. A few years down the lane, if you knew people who started up early in the market for WhatsApp, it was just an Android application. Very small, simple 2-3 features of sending a message and receiving, that's all, connected to a phone number. That MVP was something connected to a phone number on your phone. If available online, the message goes and comes, that's all. Once it got validated, after 2 years, they brought up the iOS version. Now they are improving, they're updating every week, every month. They're growing. Create the core feature that you think is going to solve the problem of a customer and go ahead with that. Then follow this process of growth. Don't do it the first stage, because there are 2 reasons. One is your idea is not yet validated to be sure that you have the real customer base. Number 2 is don't lose money and time before you bring your idea to the market. If the more maybe days or weeks or months that you are losing in bringing a product, viable product to the market, you are getting competitors, someone else build it up and put it to the market. The first one in the market is the one who gets the maximum response and maximum support from the customers. You need to be the best. You need to be the first, but not with a full-fledged product, with a minimum product to validate your idea. And that's when it becomes easy for you to get the funding that you need. Once customer base is validated, you have a regular flow of customers, the funding becomes easier for you. You need not run around for that. The funders run behind you to give you money. Now what do you need to do to make this? Follow this step by step. Define the problem area clearly. Write it down on papers, validate it, rewrite it, refurnish it. The problem should be very clear without any question of doubt or maybes in between. Number 2, know your exact target audience. Build the persona of your target audience to the point you know exactly who will be your customers. Map out a simple user journey. Don't make it complicated in the beginning. Make it a simple user journey like I mentioned of a coffee cart, like I mentioned of Airbnb, Dropbox. Make a simple journey so that customer signs up, gets what he wants, signs out. Don't make it complicated for them. The easier, the simpler, customers stay with you, they give you feedback. The more complicated, no one is ready for a change. No one is ready for a lot of complications in anything. They don't have the time for that. They don't have the time to learn your system. You may know your system in and out because you have built it. You have dreamt of it. Customer has not. He just has a small problem that you need to solve for him. And the easier, the faster, the lesser number of clicks, the best way out. The colors, combinations is bare minimum. It's not the most important part. It's important. It's not the most important one. Most important is the user journey. Focus on only the must-have features, not the desire to have, nice to have, would like to have. No. The most must-have features only must be built in an MVP. Because that's the features that solve your real problem of a customer in the bare minimum skeleton way. Remaining after that, you can add on the muscles, the blood, the skin tone, the colors, the dresses, variations, everything you can do. The bare minimum should be the skeleton. Choose tools, the easier ones that you can do it. If you feel yes, you need to develop help, seek for developers, outsource them, give them the idea, give them your concept, give them your business logic, draw out a paper of the data flow, and you'll get a product, good set of developers who can do it for you. Launch, test, and learn. That's the 3 words should be a mantra. Launch, test, and learn. Launch, test, learn. Go back. Launch, test, learn. Update. Launch, test, learn. And use the feedback to improve or pivot. Simple. Use the feedback to improve. Again, go back to launch, test, learn. Sounds good? Yeah. Now, in this stage, you need someone else to help you? Yes. Ksoft can help you out. As a company who has been into this, we can support you, we can help you, and connect with us. You will know where we can step in to make your MVP successful.